What's good, guys? Welcome back to another episode of GNG News. I've seen another nice piece of news that I want to report upon. So the Sikhs at the heart of a Cardiff community and the work they do to feed the homeless. So the Sikhs of Adamstown spend hours each week teaching people about their religion, as well as feeding the homeless people of the population of Cardiff. At the heart of a Welsh capital, there is a community of people you may have not heard much about. Situated in Copper Street in Adamstown between a church and a row of terrace houses, they are a group that have thrived here since the late 1940s. These are the Sikhs of Cardiff, a group based in Gurdwara Nanak Darbhar Sikh Temple, where they attended weekly prayers in the building formerly used as a synagogue. From feeding and clothing the homeless to helping those in times of need, they have worked tirelessly to aid the less fortunate inhabitants of Cardiff over the years, and now they want to do more. People of all faiths are welcome into a Sikh Gurdwara, and the group who attend are eager to make that known. They believe that by opening their doors to the public that they will not be able to offer those in need a hot meal, but also help them find what life is like for this proud Welsh minority. I've walked past this church several times and when visiting family, and you can always hear like lovely music and prayers and praises. It's nice atmosphere. Amarpret Singh Khalsa, 43, is the secretary of the temple in Adamstown and has spent the majority of his life living in Cardiff after moving from London as a child. He now says he wouldn't want to live anywhere else after falling in love with Wales during those years. He said, "I was born in London but have lived here for over 40 years and honestly feel that I am Welsh through and through. What's life like for a Sikh living in Cardiff? It's pretty normal, I'd say, and nothing out of the ordinary from any other Welsh person's life. I work most days, spend time with family, and help out at the Gurdwara as much as I possibly can. I love it here, and I'm proud for this to be my home. I want people to know that the Gurdwara in Adamstown is here for Sikhs to come for prayer, but also for others to come and learn about us as well. We love to talk, and we always have a positive response from local people. As a result, they are becoming more knowledgeable about us over the time. I am grateful for what I have, though part of our life's belief is that we have to give back to the community as well. That's a core value of us Sikhs, and whether you see poverty or disaster in the world, you will use the power that you have to help people out of it." The softly spoken Amrit currently balances his duties of the Gurdwara with his full-time job as a taxi driver near the city centre. He also spends hours of his free time every weekend on the streets of Cardiff giving out free food to the homeless. As Sikhs, we believe in tolerance and getting involved in our community as much as we can. That's a big part of our religion, and most weekends we'll be out around Cardiff feeding the homeless in different parts of the city. There's definitely a growing problem here with homelessness, and it really is sad to see. I'm not sure what the overall solution is, but we can do what we can, and we do our duty to help. Teaching is also a big part of my role, and bringing people from the outer communities of Wales into the Gurdwara and letting them know what we do is incredibly important for breaking down cultural barriers. When people see us, they do sometimes think we're Muslims because what we wear, but that's just a common misconception and something we've learned to deal with. It is getting better now, though, and more people are starting to recognize that we are Sikhs, and it's something completely different. The Sikhs religion was founded by Guru Nanak in Punjab region of the northern Indian and Pakistani in the years of 1469. Also, a lot of my family are from Pakistan on my mother's side of the family, and promotes the belief that all people are equal regardless of their race or religion. Sikhism is currently the world's fifth most popular religion, with around 25 million following worldwide. Around 500,000 of these are currently believed to be living in the UK, with the majority of Welsh Sikhs living in Cardiff. Suchan Kuantak has lived in Cardiff for more than 40 years after moving from London with her family in the late 1960s, and she says she has seen drastic changes in the city over the years, most of which have been positive. She said that the lives of Sikhs in Wales has definitely got better over the years, and there really is a great community feeling here now. The people are very friendly and are welcoming, and it's very nice. When we first came down from London, there was such a language barrier, particularly as a lot of people couldn't understand our accents and we couldn't understand theirs either. We've settled in now, though, and integrated into the wider community, so we're very happy for that. The Sikhs community in Cardiff is pretty average size for the UK, with the biggest being up in London or Birmingham, but we are very tight-knit. We people come in the Gurdwara, they often have a lot of questions. When people come into the Gurdwara, they have a lot of questions, but we are more than happy to give them the answers. For us, it's a good life to live as part of a community, live in honesty and caring for others. We teach this to our children and always make sure they have the respect for others around them. Inspiring architect Agnura Singh Tak 14 studies at Whitchurch High School in Cardiff and says that multiculturalism is just a normal way of life for the children there. He said, life as a Sikh is great. And as a teenager, I really do love growing up here. I do all the same things that other children would do. And I really don't get treated differently from my other friends. To be honest, Cardiff is a very multicultural city, and everyone at my school is very respectful towards each other. I study with a wide variety of people from other Sikhs, Christians, Muslims, and we all get along together. When I grow up, I want to be an architect, but either way, I'm happy to live in a place where I can follow my dreams. So I will say, for Cardiff, I've lived in Cardiff for many, many years. I grew up here, got a lot of happy memories here. I've spent probably like 19 years of my life here, and I'm now coming up to 27 years old. So I only spent about 8 years in England going back and forth. Cardiff is a very multicultural place. I grew up in a place called Grangetown, and literally like one of my next door neighbors was Somalian, my other next door neighbor was white, my other next door neighbor was Portuguese, my other next door neighbor was Indian, my other next door neighbor was Caribbean. There was no way that if you live in a big multicultural city that, you know, you're only coming across a certain demographic of people. There's a very big, wide demographic here. The Sikhs in Cardiff are very lovely people. I've got some friends, Rajesh, Saeed, who I know from school for many years, Rashidor as well, who have gone on, as Sikh people, and they have just spread their awareness to people of like love and prosperity and being able to help other people. The Sikhs are very nice people, especially in Cardiff as well. Shout out to them. Really glad that they're helping the homeless and they're teaching people about their religion and trying to break down social barriers. Shout out to the Sikhs. I thought this was a nice piece of news for me to read on a Sunday. As at this moment in time, I'm only going to report news that I believe that we need to hear. So shout out to the Sikhs and the heart of the Cardiff community, helping to keep the homeless fed and safe and teaching people about their religion and their culture. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Look after yourself. Happy Easter.